Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 11th. We're just going to jump right in here. You have this card that says, don't compare your life to others. Your journey is your own. You also have this card that says, learn when to say no, avoid clutter, slow down, and quiet the mind. So kind of like two cards that both say no and live your own life, which I feel we've said to you a lot, Aquarius. So anything you can do to make sure that you're living your own life, I think would be a good idea. You and your opposite sign, Leo, get this all the time. So, it's something that I would pay attention to. You even have the Five of Wands, which can be conflict and competition, but it can be conflict created by others. And so, I feel for a lot of you, this and this could be like internal conflict as well. Like, what will happen if I make a decision that goes against my family's wishes, or anything like that right here with this Five of Wands. And I really feel it's time for everyone to start living their own lives, but it definitely comes up for you quite a bit. So, I think that it's something where that's saying, it's time for you to kind of like live your own life, make your own decisions, be your own person and all that other stuff. You have the Tower. It's coming up in the good stuff. Wouldn't even worry about it. You're actually like the third person or something like that to get it in the area of the good stuff, which is pretty interesting as well. So I don't know. We could be collectively healing from Tower moments, although I think we're going to see plenty moving forward. You have the Magician, the Five of Wands, and the Hermit. The Magician is about manifesting your own reality. I look at the Magician as your energy as well, Aquarius. So you could be attracting things very quickly into your life. He's also pointing in a direction. He's literally telling you what to do, which is Two of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Two of Wands says leave a comfort zone, do something you've never done before. Makes perfect sense. It shows up, for you a lot. And then Nine of Cups is about bathing in the energy of what you want. So it basically just says be the thing that you want to be, and you will have it. Express the energy, adopt the habits of success in whatever it is that you want to be successful in, and then you will be the thing you want to be. The Five of Wands is the inner conflict, and that's kind of what I feel for you, Aquarius, is the inner conflict, the conflict between, what society tells you to do, or, what your parents tell you to do and what you want to do. And so I feel for a lot of you, you have to kind of like face those conflicts. Like I said, the Five of Wands to me is not a bad card. These people, they're using sticks, they're not using swords. It really represents the fact that they are learning how to fight. So the card itself says that these people are training how to fight. They're learning how to be in battle. And so I think for a lot of you, you've been learning a lot of lessons, or you've been learning like how to battle, basically. You have the Hermit. I've seen a lot of Hermit energy this week as well, which is kind of surprising. I don't know. I kind of sometimes feel that, we're about to have an eclipse at the end of the month on the 25th. And it's like sometimes I feel that in between two sets of eclipses, we're going to have the next set of eclipses. We have this set, which is going to be March and April. The next one's going to be September, October. The two eclipses are one's September, one's October. And it's like that in between time, we can definitely learn a lot of lessons, usually having to do with fate, or usually having to do with things that are kind of, part of our destiny, or whatever you want to call it. So I kind of feel like there are more things that we will be learning coming up. But, it's pretty interesting that everybody's been getting the Hermit. The Hermit, he does have his star and his lantern, and I always say he needs to shine that light out all over the place. He's got that star, but that star is something that he needs to reveal. It's something that he needs to share with the world. So there might be something that you need to share with the world, but let's see. With the Magician, you have the Fool. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith. And the Fool is about being a contrarian. The Fool is about, marching to the beat of your own drum, doing your own thing. Exactly what we've been talking about here. And it's pointing towards the Two of Wands, which Two of Wands, he's standing at the top of his castle. He's in a comfort zone. The Fool would say, it's time for you to do something that is contrarian. You are the contrarian. You're a freaking Aquarius, right? It's like that is literally your job, is to, do something that no one's ever seen before, or innovate in some way that no one's seen before, something like that. With the Five of Wands, you have the Nine of Cups. This is like the resistance to wanting to bathe in an energy, right? It's kind of like, it's like even me. I don't know. I don't have any good examples here, Aquarius. But what I will say is like the energy I get here is like even me. I know that for the most part, I should think positively, but sometimes I don't want to, right? Sometimes I just want to be mad about something or whatever. And I think it's important to, let yourself feel that as well. It's like we're not robots yet, right? If Zuckerberg has his way, I'm sure we'll all be, some weird robot, whatever he's into, right? So, what I would say here is like, we're not robots. We have to have feelings. So like, have your feelings. Don't force, I do my best to correct my feelings and feel positive, but if I don't want to feel positive, I don't, right? And but I just correct it later. So, I always tell people, it's like, I don't think it's about like, being positive or using the law of attraction or whatever. It's not about, not feeling feelings. It's about kind of correcting them later when you can. And I kind of get that feeling there. With the Hermit, you have the Lovers. Yes, there definitely could be love coming in for you. You have the Lovers twice. So if you want a love connection, this could be love. If you don't want love, I feel that this could be a choice that you're making. Even if you do want love, you are clearly making a choice here to go in a different direction. The Chariot is literally a card where he is leaving the city behind him behind. So you are clearly making a big change here, where you could be walking away from one thing, going towards another, or setting yourself apart. You have this Satyr card. It says revelry and indulgence. You have this Green Man card. It says the forces of nature favor you. I kind of feel like the universe is favoring you at this time here, Aquarius. The Satyr is kind of like devil energy. So, some of you could be releasing something toxic. I do feel some of you are rising above a toxic situation going this way here. We go Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. It's kind of interesting because I feel for some of you, and it doesn't matter what gender you are, by the way, I feel some of you, it's like you see something that has been causing a repeat cycle in your life. Like this could be, but it could be anything. This could be like a belief that you have. It could be like a money block or something like that. It could be something that your like family raised you to believe as well, which, again, we're going to see a lot of that. Neptune and Pisces is a direct challenge to traditional belief. So, we're all raised with certain beliefs, and Neptune and Pisces is like, why? It's like the little 2-year-old that's asking, why? Why do you believe this, right? And it's a good thing because, again, in situations like this, like if you are raised that money doesn't grow on trees, but you change your mind and you start telling yourself money does grow on trees, then you could become very successful, right? And that's just like one example. There's a million. So I kind of feel that in that direction. You have the Lovers. Definitely could be love coming in for you. It's interesting to go Five of Pentacles to the Temperance card, so I feel like you've been patient, or maybe you feel like you've been left out in the cold, but I do feel there could be a new connection coming in. You have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands, of course, is about taking the lead and stepping outside of a comfort zone. This plus the Queen of Wands really says that you really extra need to take the lead. So I would do whatever you can to step up into leadership positions or take the lead in your personal life. The Two of Wands, he needs to leave a comfort zone. The story of him is that he feels like he's experienced everything there is to experience, but he has the whole world in his hands. So it's like there's so much more that he could experience if he got out into the world. But he has to get out into the world to go have these experiences, and that's kind of what I feel for you. You have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is a never-ending nightmare. So Nine of Swords is a round-around situation. I actually feel pretty good about this because, again, going in this direction here, I kind of get this feeling that you're rising above something, or you are recognizing this pattern, or you are seeing like some sort of belief that has been holding you back for a long time, or a situation or whatever it is. And I think you're bringing an end to it. So again, this feels like a good thing to me. With the Lovers, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is expansion, growth. Obviously, if you want love, you have to get out into the world. Three of Wands is my card of getting out into the world, going, meeting new people, all that other stuff. Three of Wands also kind of represents an opportunity. It is interesting as well that you have Lovers, Three of Wands, Chariot, Queen of Wands. This could kind of represent going on an adventure to meet a new person, or it could say like you're having to move to be with a person or something like that. So I do feel that for some of you, like you could be meeting a person and maybe they move and then you would have to move to be with them. I kind of get that feeling. I don't really feel this is long distance intuitively. It feels more to me like maybe you meet a person but they're moving, or you meet a person and they get transferred, or something like that. So it's not going to happen like today, right? This is something that could happen over like the next couple of years and the next year or so, and so you're gonna have to make a decision. But again, we'll keep clarifying, but this looks really positive, so it looks good to me. This could also, if you are not looking for love, and even if you are, you could be the one that's getting transferred or something. I don't know, I have that feeling. Yeah, with the Two of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands, like you are clearly exploring something different. I look at him as a true builder in the tarot, the Knight of Wands. And as I always say, we're in a time where we're seeing a lot of things breaking, and I believe that it's a time of building, though. We shouldn't be focusing on the breaking. We should be focused on building better ideas, better things in the world. So I think that, instead of trying to fix these broken systems and stuff, we should build better ones. And so anything you can do to build something better in your life is clearly going to lead to a victory right here. So, that's exactly what I would focus on. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Yes, this is you making your own independent decisions, you making up your own mind, you being your own person, which is everything that we talked about already. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Mechanic card. I would definitely keep an eye on your car, by the way. Chariot here, if there's something wrong with it, or if there seems like there's something wrong with it, this kind of gives me the vibes of taking care of it right away. Because again, if you wait, it might turn into something worse. It says you can easily fix your finances with little friction. Mechanic, it says mechanic, automotive repair, blah, blah, blah. Amending what needs to be broken. It might be broken, but all is not lost. You have this charity card. It says donate to create positive energy around you. The more you give of yourself, the more you'll nourish your soul. So again, I feel for a lot of you, it did pop into my head. Not a bad reading, but, again, if your car's making a weird noise or something, like, don't wait to get it fixed. That's when it always turns into something worse. So, I think it'd be better to fix it now if that story's for you. But you clearly could be improving your finances as well. You have the Chariot, the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. The Chariot is a victory. The Chariot, again, he's not really a contrarian necessarily like the Fool, but he is leaving the city behind him And that city represents a place where he has always been. And he's leaving it behind so that he can go be somewhere else where, he can find different rules. The story is that everything in that city is exactly the same. And he needs to set himself apart so that he can, live his own life, basically. And that's what I really feel like this reading is about. It's pretty simple. I think kind of just feel it saying you're living your own life. You have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. It says, focus on your strengths. I definitely feel we are in a time where we really need to double down on our strengths and double down on the stuff that we're good at. If we do that, we'll be very successful. So, I would make sure that you're doubling down on the good stuff and getting rid of the rest. I actually feel like you're improving your finances here. You have that charity card. Again, the charity card, I always tell people that we should be creating more flow with that. I think that one of the worst things we can do, what do you do when you don't have money, right? You don't spend money because you don't have it to spend. So I always tell people it's like when you don't have money, you have a tendency to hold on to what you do have, right? And that kind of like chokes off the flow. But we don't have to spend money to get the flow going. We can do things for other people. We can share advice on YouTube is a great way to kind of create a flow. We can go help someone. We can create something. That's another great way to create flow. We can go do something fun, believe it or not. When we do something fun, we're doing something heart-based, then we're kind of enjoying ourselves. We're creating a positive flow. And I kind of feel if you are having financial issues, that's what I would do. I would do something, like at least one thing to create a positive flow here. You have the Nine of Cups, and Nine of Cups, of course, is a card of wish fulfillment, but it is a card of being the thing that you want to be. It's like if you want to be successful, be successful. And people always say, well, I'm not. I don't have any money, like I just said. And I'm like, well, you can embrace the habits of successful people. You can read the books, watch the YouTube videos of successful people. There's like a lot of things you can do, even if you don't have the thing you want. Same thing with love. It's like most single people act single, right? So if you don't want to be single, stop acting single. Go take yourself on a date. Go do something nice for yourself. Go take care of yourself. I always tell people, it's like, if you have a messy house or an apartment, then you're telling the universe that you want to be single, because are you going to invite someone over to a messy house or apartment? Probably not. So, the list goes on and on there. But, the Nine of Cups says, be the thing that you want to be. With the Chariot, you have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, it says, embrace your curiosity. Again, if you're getting curious about a new direction with the Chariot, or if you're getting curious about moving away from whatever your city is behind you here, then I would follow your curiosity. I think that we're in a time of curiosity where if we get curious about something, it's probably for us. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you're moving away from something that you see has been stealing something from you. That's literally the words that I'm getting. This could be a person, place, or a thing. And if you feel it doesn't even have to be money. It could be your energy. Maybe you feel like something's stealing your energy or your time or your effort or whatever it is. It seems to me like you could be getting away from something that you feel is stealing from you. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Tower here. So you have the Tower twice. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if we saw some sort of global tower moment in the world. It's just been coming up too much this month of March. So there could be, something going on, some sort of, royal person stepping down, some sort of, person in the world that's important stepping down from an important position. It could be anything. We're going to see a lot of this over the next few years, so wouldn't really surprise me. The Tower is also about ignoring reality. I kind of do feel that some of you could be seeing a reality, but I feel like if this is for you, you already see it. Like maybe you stuck with a situation that you knew you should have left, right? That's kind of what's popping into my head here, is that some of you maybe stayed in a situation that you knew you should have gotten away from. And it doesn't have to be love. This could be a job that sucks. It could be, whatever. And I feel like you're kind of coming back down to reality. Again, the good news is that we have the Tower and the good stuff. So, in the area of the good stuff, you have this frog spirit. It says, clear out the clutter. Funny that I just said clean your apartment, right? Or your house or whatever. I would, but this could be figurative as well. It could say if there is any cluttered energy, if there's any confusing energy, I would get rid of it. But frogs represent transformation and abundance as well, so really good. You have this owl spirit, says you see clearly now. Yeah, like I said, I think that, and it's showing up with the Tower. So again, I think that some of you see something that you feel like you should have let go of or something like that. That's what's popping into my head. I hope that makes sense here, Aquarius. That's really what I'm getting, is that you just see something that you knew you should have released and you didn't. Now you're releasing it. I really don't think it's that big of a deal, but, whatever. You have the Queen of Wands, the Tower, and the Temperance card. Queen of Wands is about moving towards your sun. She has this sunflower right here, and the sunflower points towards the sun. So I definitely feel it's time for you to kind of like move towards your joy, happiness, your inner light, the things inside of you that make you happy. And, that's the direction I would move in with the Queen of Wands. And Queen of Wands is also about being very attractive at this time. So if you want love, I would put yourself out there with this card. Of course, doesn't matter what gender you are either. You have the Tower, and again, the Tower is coming up in the good stuff, so you could be healing from a Tower moment or overcoming a Tower moment, which obviously would be a good thing. You could also be, like, I kind of get this feeling of releasing a Tower moment. Like if you've had a Tower moment in the past, you could be letting it go or releasing it. But it's like, I don't know why, like, that doesn't really matter. So I don't know why it's coming up like that, but I feel that some of you could have had some sort of falling out in your life, and maybe you're just like healing past it or letting it go. So that would be a good thing. You have the Temperance card. The other option here is that you could be taking a negative and turning it into a positive. The Temperance card is about alchemy, turning your situation around. So, for a lot of you, I kind of feel you could be improving your situation or turning your situation around with this Temperance card. Let's see where this is going. You have the King of Wands popping out there with that Queen of Wands. This could be a divine counterpart coming in for you. So again, if you want love, definitely looks good. Probably a fire sign. With the Queen of Wands, what do you know? You have the Chariot, yes. I would say that the Chariot is going to lead you to everything that you want, in your life. And so, but the Chariot requires you to leave a comfort zone. You have a lot of cards that would represent leaving a comfort zone, Two of Wands, even the Tower. The whole point of the Tower is that these people have been ignoring reality, and so they're being brought back down to reality with the Tower. So, they've built up a comfort zone around them so they don't have to see reality, but the universe is like, no, you need to see things for how they actually are. So, again, a lot of you could be leaving a comfort zone. Yeah, with the Tower, you have the Eight of Cups. Yes, definitely. You are clearly walking away from something. It's showing up in the good stuff, so obviously it would be a good thing. Personally, I like the Eight of Cups as well. I mean, to me, it is a positive card. To me, it's, there's nothing wrong with walking away from something that no longer serves you, obviously. With the Temperance card, you have the Ace of Swords. Definitely a victory coming in for you or some sort of win. Chariot here, Chariot, the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords could also be like the truth coming out or some sort of truth revealed. I do kind of have that popping into my head, and I will say, I'm pretty sure I titled your last reading something about the truth, or maybe it was the one before that. I don't remember, but, there could be some sort of truth being revealed where you're seeing the truth. The Tower can be a truth, again, they're being brought back down to reality. They've been ignoring reality. So maybe there's a reality you've been ignoring, but again, it's showing up in the good stuff. So this would be a good thing. You have this Gong card that says an exciting event. I kind of feel like there's something you need to take advantage of. Like if something excites you, I would move towards it, plain and simple. You have this barrel. It says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. I kind of feel this is the thing that is driving us right now, is like the need to manifest or create something. So I would move in those directions towards something. You have the Seahorse card. It says family matters on it. So some of you could be dealing with family matters. You have this harp card. It says great happiness on it. So there clearly is a lot of happiness or joy coming in for you. You have this forest. It says muddled, unclear thinking. And so I would kind of make sure that you are focusing at this time. I think we said something about focus here. You have the Ace of Swords. You have the Owl card. It's almost like you just need to draw your focus onto the right things. And you also have this love card as well. We see a lot of love here. The King of Wands wanted to pop out. I don't take pop outs, but if he had come back out, I would have said, okay, that's definitely for you. But I do feel that there could be a fire sign coming in for you if you want love. Doesn't have to be. I would also move more towards love at this time. I actually feel personally that Pluto in Aquarius is going to be pretty good for you, Aquarius. I think it can go both ways. When Pluto was in Capricorn, we actually saw a lot of Capricorns fall, basically. Although, I kind of feel like Capricorn's going to have an ascension here coming up, but that's neither here nor there. What I would say to you, Aquarius, is that I feel for a lot of you that it's like your time to shine, literally, but you're going to have to do something that makes you uncomfortable, but not in a bad way. We're talking about public speaking makes people uncomfortable, for example. So it's you're going to have to face one of those fears, right? It's I've been working with a YouTube group teaching that people YouTube, right? And it's funny because a lot of people on there, they're like, I don't want to show my face. I'm like, well, here's the problem. We have AI now, and there's a ton of AI videos that are spilling out all over the place on YouTube. So your only advantage is to show your face, right? So that's the fear that they all have to face. No pun intended. So I kind of get that for you, where it's there's something you have to do in your life where maybe it's a little bit of a fear, maybe you have to show your face or use your voice or whatever. But I think that if you follow your heart, you will clearly be successful. But a really good reading here, Aquarius. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.